Hello, welcome to this new video. In this video I'll take you around the Italian Koi Show, show you the winners, and I'll show you some things about the Japanese culture fair that's also here. Pretty spectacular actually, the amount of visitors is crazy. I don't think there's any koi show that has so many visitors compared to this show. So I'll take you around and hopefully you enjoy this video. So as you can see, over here is like a whole Japanese market with dogs, with tattoos, with matcha, with everything basically related to Japan. And then you have the red carpet all the way to the koi part, which starts here with the Tori, and here you have the Italian Koi Association. And I think this is absolutely beautiful. Of every variety. They have a big cardboard board, but look how big this is. Should be like 1.50 meters. Pretty big. And they have all sorts of information about MountainTree products next to it. But I think it's really nice for new people that they can see what kind of koi there are. And also you see that many people are enjoying the Tori for pictures and so on. This is really special, I think, for European shows. I never saw anything so good looking as this. Also everything is in Italian, but for such a small market they really made this for this show. It's really spectacular. The MountainTree really did a good job because as you can see it's probably quite expensive to make this. And to promote such a upcoming and small market yet, I think it's a really great job, especially for koi globally. If we want the koi globally to keep on thriving, then things like this are really needed. Over here you have the ceremony place where you have the trophies over there. I will show you in a second. Here we go. Also these ones are so nice. Look at the details in here. And they're really, not cheap. You have those cheaper trophies at many of those shows, but these are really nice. Even this one, it's a MountainTree choice. So looks like the Japanese ones. And this is like the Champions League of football. Look how big this is. This is Grand Champion A, Grand Champion B, Supreme Champion, and for all best Showa, best Kawari, whatever, you also have a nice prize. And what I did on this show is I had an Italian Grand Champion, best Italian Koi, and a general Grand Champion, which is this one. I think it's a good choice. Then you always have happy people, because of course, people outside from Italy are probably more stronger because they have kept koi for a longer time. To make 2 Grand Champions basically I think it's nice. So let's start with the first pond over there, which is the Grand Champion B. They put these in a separate vat. You see it? Grand Champion B. And this is a Shinoda Hiyutsuri, owned by Geert Schrijvers and handled by me. And this fish is from Shinoda, and it was 3 years old when he bought it, Sansai, and that was 2 years ago, and now it's Gosai, 92 cm. The growth of this fish is crazy, really. It was grown in Geert's own pond. And we were so surprised last year even when it went from 70 cm Sansai to 84 cm Yonsai. And the pattern is spectacular. I think it's one of the best, maybe the best Hiyutsuri in Europe now. Can't imagine there is a better one with this body shape. Packing this fish was heavy, not so difficult but heavy. Quite relaxed fish, so it's pretty easy to pack basically. And there we have the Grand Champion A. Oh, oopsie. And this is a Dainichi Kohaku, handled by Odakan. This fish was shipped on the 18th of March and was kept and prepared in my facility until the koi show. Really did well, because in such short term you never know how a fish will recover from the shipment. So after all, I think it's a very good good koi condition wise. Shiroji is nice. Benny is pretty soft, but that's what you get with Dainichi. But the body shape is really nice, and I think after a winter of not so much feeding for preparation of shipping and the quarantine and show preparation, of course, I think she can be much stronger next year when start feeding more and more and more. So I think in total there will be like 40 tanks. I can go backstage here. This is the Grand Champion tank, and over here, oh, you have it. And over here it's empty. And this is like the circle of all tanks. It's like a U. I think some of these koi are really nice. Thing is, what I noticed a little bit is that the body shape of many of those koi are, I don't know, they are nice, but a little bit skinny sometimes. This was Jumbo Champion Nagoshi Kohaku. Should be around 80, I think. What's also quite obvious in my eyes is that you have a lot of different varieties in one tank. Usually when you see such a upcoming and starting market, is that same as me when I started as a hobbyist, is that you start collecting different kinds of koi. So you don't want 20 kohaku, 1 karashi and 1 showa, but you want one fish of every variety. And that's what I noticed in this show as well. You almost cannot find any tank with the same varieties. You can see here Goshiki Chagoi Kohaku. Yeah, same here. Different types of Kawari. I don't know what is it? Asagi. Very few Kosank actually. This one's pretty nice, like a reverse kill Akamatsuba. But I think if I see the people enjoying the koi here and the amount of people that visit the show is crazy actually. So many people are coming here just to see the fish. I also think it's nice that here brought such big koi to the show. That's really inspiration to many people. I think this koi one, I can't see it, but maybe mature or something like that. And Supreme B with this karashi. Should be a gigantic fish. Yeah, the size and body difference of Geertes koi and the other koi were pretty big. For example, this is Supreme B, should be around 80 I think. If you compare this koi to the Grand Champion B, the body difference is crazy. And this fish I also brought with me. It's a Omosako Shirotsuri. I think it's really nice. Also the same with the other fishes. It went to quarantine, it went to shipping, went to show preparation. If we had a little bit more time, I could have put more body weight on it. But at the end, I think it's a really nice koi. And here was Geertes tank. I packed all these fishes on Friday morning. We started at like 7, 8. first I packed the Shiro to my facility. This is what Geert won. Supreme Champion, Best Showa, Grand Champion B, Grand Champion A. So the Grand Champion A and B are moved, and this is the Supreme Champion. This one was one of the first fishes we bought in Japan, probably 4 or 3 years ago. It's not the biggest grower, but it's a really nice pattern fish. Spread by Matsu, handled by Narita. And we shipped this koi last year and went to Geert Expo after the Koi Case show last May. The Benny is really nice, also the pattern. And I asked the judges why they chose the Grand Champion A over this koi, just out of curiosity. And they said the body shape of the Grand Champion A was much bigger than this fish. But I think many people would like this koi more because of the pattern. It's easy fish to see. The Grand Champion A is probably more, has to be more your taste. And this fish, for me, pretty spectacular. This is a Nisai Dainichi Showa. And actually when Geert bought it last April, it was a Goromo Showa. It had Goromo scales all over the Benny in the first part, second. And actually we thought that the Goromo would come up more and more. But it really vanished. You see it a little bit, but not so much anymore. And this koi, I grew it from 35 to around 50 cm last summer. Then I went to Geert Expo in September, and it was a little bit bigger than, should be around 50. And then last winter went crazy and grew from 50 cm to 62. So now it's 62 as Nisai. And I really love the shape of this fish. The tail tube is so strong. I think if this fish keeps on growing, can be a 90 cm fish. I think many people will debate that the head is too small now, but that's because the fish has so much volume and grew so big in such a short time that you need some time for the bone structure to keep up. So I think the head will be fine in a few years. Maybe next year or the year after when it turns the on side. So let's go out now. I'll show you some things about the Japan market. You can see it's now like 10:30 a.m. How busy it already is. Here you have the famous painter that also did the paintings at Narita's famous champion wall. Probably you can see it here. This one is his specialty because it's so hard to make, according to him. Really beautiful. And here you see more of the Japan fair. I think for koi shows in markets like this, it's really smart to combine such Japan fair with a koi show, because people will come here and they already enjoy Japanese culture and things, so they would, you would expect they love koi as well. So it can really be an inspiration for many people to start with keeping koi. You also have some shows here with I don't know actually what they are doing, but yesterday I saw some drums, also some sushi making, and here you probably have a Q&A or something. But I think on total on this event will be like 10 or 15,000 visitors. It's really crazy actually if you think about it. And you also have some shows with I don't know actually how you call this fighting sport, maybe Aikido or something. Rest in peace. Spectacular power. Here you can do some calligraphy, paintings, Japanese art, umbrellas, dogs. This is some art gallery. Oh. Pokemon cards. They have Japanese food, Japanese drinks, more Japanese drinks, ramen. And you have the big MountainTree booth. And we are back where we started. Also, I want to show you this. Probably, maybe you saw it in China as well. What they have here is like a, yeah, call it a big aquarium. And here you have a monitor, the sensors, and then you have the screen where you can basically see everything. So you can see your biochemical ability, temperature, pH, and so on and so on. And what you can do, and what they had in China, is, for example, when the ammonia becomes too high, you can put an alarm or anything else. You have a summary. Also, when it gets too high, it can start refreshing water, do big water changes. With pH, you can do, it's crazy what you can do with these things. It makes koi keeping, different. Salt, nitrate, anything is so good. And you can, with the follow-up systems you can make with this, what they did in China is they had a fully automated pond, so you can always keep all your parameters in excellent. So if everything is excellent, your fishes really thrive. Pretty cool aquarium as well. So that was the walkthrough. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.